And we're now getting some breaking news. Washington Post CEO Will Lewis steps down. Washington Post CEO resigns amid sweeping job cuts. Washington Post fired 1/3 of its staff, remember, and now in the latest update, Washington Post CEO Will Lewis has stepped down. So the publisher of Washington Post, Will Lewis, says that he's stepping down days after the big layoffs at the paper. Washington Post publisher Will Lewis said that he's stepping down just 3 days after the troubled newspaper said that it was laying off 1/3 of its staff. Lewis sent an email to the Post staff saying that difficult decisions have been taken in order to ensure the sustainable future of the Washington Post. India Today Global's Pranay Upadhyay is now joining us with more details on this. Pranay, just days after announcing the big layoffs, Washington Post CEO has now stepped down. What's happening?
Anjali, as you can make out, that Mr. Lewis has taken the moral responsibility, and Will Lewis has decided to step down after the layoffs at Washington Post, and over hundreds of people have lost their jobs across the continent, and the Washington Post, the news outlet owned by Jeff Bezos, the Amazon founder, is being criticized, and the questions are being raised on the management of Washington Post, because the 123-year-old newspaper is facing such a difficult time that it had to lay off people, and this has not happened for the first time in 2023, 2024 as well. We have seen that how voluntary retirements have been offered to people, and how people are being laid off, and recently hundreds of people have been fired by around 1/3 of the staff has been fired by Washington Post management, and this clearly shows that the corporate ownership of the news outlets is not actually bringing good to the news outlets, because this is a 123-year-old newspaper, but now not being able to sustain. And
all right, Pranay, thank you for those details and for that context, but do stay with us. So Washington Post CEO has now stepped down just days after announcing the big layoffs.